guys, Nightingale here. Welcome back to another update notice video. Today we're covering, oh my god, August 31st update video. Where did this year go? Wow. Okay. So, we're about to be in September. Holy crap. But, guess what that means? Anniversary! Alright, so Chroma Dominion is back to give us this week's update, so let's jump on into this. Eurasia. Episode 5, the Umbre of Eternity. So, after the clash with Emperor Zio, Raz and his friends, learns existence of dark celestial beings. In order to recover his depleted vitality, Raz returns to Ritania. Ritania. To visit the World Tree. Meanwhile, Ray and Amid discover the existence of the World Tree in Eurasia. The Tree of Genesis embark on a new adventure. So, we're finally getting episode 5. You can play episode 5 tutorial and chapter 1 to 4. Oh, they're gonna bum rush this. So, let's see here. If it's September, that means... February, March? They're gonna have this completely wrapped up? No, because they have the side stages. It's not just 1 to 10s. Okay. Alright, well, that is what it is. So, probably sometime by summer next year, this will be wrapped up. And we'll know who the boss ML5 is. Woo. So there'll be new 2-star monsters, go figure. It doesn't really matter anymore. Episode 5 tutorial. After entering the adventure, savior... Why do we need a new tutorial? Let's see here. So how to enter the Tree of Genesis. I see. Map. You're gonna enter the Shadow Elf's Tree, Chapter 1 and 2. Vampire's Tree of Genesis 3 and 4. Okay. Tree of Genesis battle. Interesting. Tree of Genesis stages do not require energy to enter, but also provide no clear EXP, gold items, whatever, for the rewards. Okay, players will not be able to use auto battle to clear Tree of Genesis stages. So we gotta manually play the game? What? We have to play the game? No. So the story journal unlocks at chapter 1-4, chapters 1 through 4, story journal episode 5. We'll be able to get those. Illustrations will be available. Here's the list of all the new monsters that don't matter, that you can still collect anyway. And now we get a new connection hero, Veronica. This is the first new connection in a long time. Alright, so players can meet 4-star Veronica via connections missions after clearing episode 5, chapter 3-5. So like all the others, there's a condition, go beat X thing, and it will allow you to do so. So Veronica is a Fire Ranger Virgo with a holy crap speed imprint. Why am I terrified of this already? Alright, let's go. Alright. Chain explosion after awakening, because this is the S3. This is probably the most important part. Oh, hey guys, guess what? It's your friend Dispels 2 Buffs is back and inflicting, but before inflicting decreased defense. So let's get rid of your defense and bombs for 2 turn. A critical hit will grant an extra, wow, turn, guys. Oh my gosh, not only can we dispel buffs, we can defense break, we can plant bombs, and guess what? We get an extra turn. But wait, that's not more. I'm sure there's more. There's always more. Because they don't know where to stop anymore. And you guys just follow along like a good little lapdog. Let's go. No problems. Nothing wrong here. At the start of the turn, dispel I'm sorry, what? The start of the turn dispels immortality. I'm sorry. No. 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 This crosses a line. No, I actually know what. The next statement crosses the line. Ignores effect resistance. I'm sorry. This is not cool. Yep, here we go. This starts up again. You know, I was gonna kind of let it ride and just meme on it a little bit. With the bottom part, but nope, that's... Look, I'm sure her overall kit is absolute trash as far as getting stats, getting there, and all that stuff. But look, I'm sorry, under no conditions should we... Do you realize that Kayron, it was built with ER for a reason back in the day? It was so he could hang on to that buff. But now you're just saying, screw 15%. Here's ignore effect res because we can. Oh, it's a free unit, by the way. Oh, and it's a speed imprint, by the way. Who typically benefits from that? That's right. The paste eaters benefit from that. The ones that sniff glue, those people are the ones who benefit from that. The ones who can barely add 1 + 1 together. They're the ones who benefit from that. This crosses so many lines. Oh, but wait, here's the stupid shit. It's not done yet. At the end of someone's turn, when the enemy is granted immortality, increases combat readiness of the caster by 15%. Not just someone's turn. Doesn't mean your turn, their turn. Just, it doesn't matter. This isn't cool. Typically, the people who use that don't have ER to begin with. Most of them, like Kayron's probably the only one. But immortality is just the buff that, you know, Vamp Lolly gives or Spirit Eye Celine. It's stuff like that. So it's normally just bringing back random cleave units, honestly. Low HP units they're bringing back with this. But the fact that you're I get that they're going after Vampire Hunter. I understand that. But we're crossing a line that's not cool. You're once again just completely negating an entire mechanic and saying it ignores effect resistance. What's the point? What's the point? Why do we even have effectiveness in ER anymore? Why not just remove those two stats completely, other than it'll make so many people upset, especially the people who only brain deadly farm Wyvern will be the ones that are going to be truly traumatized by it. Why do we even have this stat anymore if you're just going to put crap like this in and not make them work for it? What's the point? Let's go on. All right, that just totally ruins everything. All right. Attacks the enemy by shooting and increases combat readiness of the ally with the highest combat readiness, except for the caster, by 10%. At the end of the turn, detonates bomb effects inflicted on the target. Why? Why are you doing this? Why do you think this is okay? Super creative, seriously. Hi. Why is this okay? Why are you okay with this being a thing? How much do you hate your game to make this a thing? How much do you not listen to your community to release another extra turn, ignore effect res unit, who dispels debuff, or who dispels buffs? There's so much wrong with this. It's not cool. I don't mind you dispelling immortality at a chance. Ignoring effect res is where I draw the line. Dispelling buffs, inflicting bombs, and decreased defense, I'm okay with. To a point. But I can just ignore effect res with the soul burn. Why? Oh, and if I have 100% crit, I get an extra turn to go pop off onto the 1. There's so much wrong with this, but nobody's gonna sit here and really come out and say, this is wrong. They're all gonna be like, oh, heck yeah, I'm so happy I get to do this. No, this is what's wrong with the game and the state of the balance. You let so much of this crap come through that does, literally, let's break this down. This one unit not only is a speed imprint, it has an ignore F-res soul burn, it grants an extra turn, it can dispel two buffs, it can decrease defense, plant 2 bombs, dispels immortality, and increases their own combat readiness, and lets them blow up their own bombs. One unit can do 9 different things in 1 turn cycle. Why is that okay? Let's talk about that. So, yeah, this is really wrong on so many levels, and I'll be one of the few who will stand up to it. I'm not going to come out here and wave my little batons around and swing around and go, yay, so great, so awesome, so great, so... No, you're not going to hear that out of me. This is wrong. This is actually wrong for the game. Moving on. You'll be able to attain her, again, completing episode 5. Now, again, not everybody's going to have access to this right away. I get that, that's fine, but still... This is wrong. Alright. New Moonlight Blessing, as if this day couldn't get any worse. So you have to complete the first Moonlight Blessing before you can access the second one. Go figure. And then you'll be access to the Fallen Land Moonlight Blessing. The available heroes will be Edgelord Violet, Conqueror Lilias, Never Can Use, Mediator Kek W, Sage Vivian, Commander Lol, and Death Dealer Who, and Astromancer Elena. Wow. So we already kind of talked about this in the video that I actually didn't do or that I started to record, but then it turned out the video was corrupt and I couldn't end up using it, so that really sucks. But basically, I'm not even gonna get into this with y'all. And have fun, pick whatever you want, and I don't care. So let's see how you unlock these guys. This is gonna be great. I can't wait. And before you say that these are new player units, let's think about this one again. None of these units can be easily geared quickly as a new player, so your decisions and mileage may vary. Good luck. Have fun. They all require kind of specific gear to use well. All right, so for the 6-star promotion, complete 50 expedition rewards. To 5-star Awaken, clear episode 4:10:10. So you have to beat Zio's obnoxious butt. Okay. Let's see here. Moonlight Blessing. Reach level 60 with 4 heroes after starting Fallen Land. Okay. And reach Challenger 5 League and Arena. Okay, so what next? The next one's gonna be Champion, and the next one's gonna be Emperor? What next? Where are we gonna keep going up and up and up with each time we release a new one of these? Cool. So eventually your guys are gonna need to hit Legend and Arena to be able to get a Moonlight Blessing. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's AI Arena. Just have a slight bit of a brain and you can get up there. The growth, you'll be able to awaken 5-star and 6-star. You'll be unable to promote 5 and 6-star, or be able to promote to the 5 and 6-star, unavailable to enhance. Battles, you'll be able to unable to participate in arena guild wars, and cannot be used in world arena. Unable to be used as a supporter in normal battles and world boss. You'll be unable to use this as a rep hero, unable to be transmitted, unable to be moved to the waiting room, memory imprinted, and added to the journal, assigned to dispatch missions, get friendship units, and use hero rating. Basically, you can't do anything to the unit other than use it personally in you can attack with it in guild wars, you can farm with it, you can, take it into random content, but you can't fully use this thing until it's completely unlocked, as it says up there. Also, just for those, because I'm not sure if this is going to say it, under the restrictions, Moonlight Heroes slates from the shop cannot be used. Yes, Moonlight Blessing Heroes cannot be enhanced, promoting and effective memory imprint heroes. A Potion of Ascension cannot be used on Moonlight Blessing Heroes before they've completed the 6-star promotion. Okay, so just to put this out here, because I've already had a veteran say this out loud. A veteran said this out loud. Well, that sucks. I can't get Moonlight coins. Yes, you can. You can get Moonlight coins. You just don't get it till you summon the unit. Getting it unlocked, bringing it out, just saying, I want Remnant Violet. You click on Remnant Violet, it goes into your inventory, you're not going to get the coins. When you do get the coins is when you finally summon the unit at the very end. That's when you get the coins for your dupe unit, if you happen to have all of these. So, yes, you will get your coins. Have fun. So you can also reset it just like your other one. You'll get everything back. Your Potion of Ascension will be given as to compensate the materials for the hero. EXP, Awakening materials, skill enhanced materials will be, and gold will be returned. The progress of the missions you've already begun will remain the same. Players cannot change the hero after they have fully obtained the hero and completed all missions. Meaning, if you fully summon this thing, you cannot reset it. Once it is done and you've hit summon, it's yours. So I don't care if it's a minute later, an hour later, or 5 weeks later, you finally get that unit as a dupe. You can't reset it once it's fully summoned. As long as it still has access to this menu and you see that button, it can be done once per account, just like your other Moonlight Blessing. It can be done once and it costs 100,000 gold. All right, number 4, Moonlight Theater Distorted Origin. Schedule acts 1 and 2 are going to be on 9/7, and then 3 through 6 will be to be determined. You can enter this after clearing episode 2, chapter 10, or episode 2, chapter 10, Twisted Core. Basically beat all of that. And then you'll have access to Distorted Origins as a stage in Zero Defect City. Hooray. Consists of 6 total acts. It's your usual Moonlight Theater crap. I just click auto and keep going through and just let it do its thing. I haven't read a single one of these. 3 new heroes will be added to the board. Hooray! More heroes. More tickets that I never actually get to use because I burn them all in one sitting. Alright, so an important thing for some of you, because I know there's a lot of you who actually have used this artifact. Artifact Recall. 5-star artifact, Black Hand of the Goddess. Recall will be available from 8/31 to 9/14. And you can, any artifact that has been enhanced prior to 8/31 will be eligible for the recall. So, basically there was some stuff talking about the critical hit chance going over critical hit, capacity, allowing you to hit things that you shouldn't be able to really hit, and they're making sure that the artifact is now doing it, and for the people who did invest into it because it was letting you hit stuff that you shouldn't really be able to hit as easy, they're fixing that. So you'll be able to recall it, get all your stuff back. Hooray. Recall conditions, you'll get the these are the conditions for it if you are going to do it. Recall scope and reimbursement is here. I know some of you use this. A lot of you, this has no effect to you. I'd be shocked if this affected most of you. All right. This one I was very what about when I read the note. Equipment enhance improvements. Improvements will be made to the system so that the players are able to acquire both gold and equipment enhanced materials when selling equipment. Now you can easily enhance equipment on the improved UI. Enhancement powder. When selling equipment, players can now acquire enhancement powder that matches the equipment type along with gold. The amount of gold acquired is the same as before. Players will no longer be able to use equipment as materials to... Oh, I see. That makes sense now. Players will no longer be able to use the equipment as materials after the to enhance equipment after the system improvement is implemented. So that basically is, they're trying to let you literally clear out your inventory, not just be a supplemental thing after. The amount of enhancement powder acquired differs according to the level and the accumulated EXP of the equipment sold. Enhancement powder will be stored in inventory enhancement ingredients. The enhancement powder matches the equipment type will be used to enhance the equipment. The amount of gold required to enhance equipment and use equipment powder follows the same standard as using equipment as in materials to enhance the equipment. So, interesting. This now comes down to the do you sell it or do you core it mentality. Because coring it can also give you enhanced cores back. So, I can't tell you one way or the other. Which way I would do it. I think it really is situational, per account, per person, per what you're doing. If you want to core it, like if you're really low on rings, you should probably be coring your rings, even if they roll trash, versus just selling it for the enhancement material. If you have a ton of cores to make rings, then okay, maybe selling it for the enhancement materials is better. But then again, rings, necklaces, and boots, you're never going to have enough cores for. Those are the three pieces you're going to be ripping indefinitely on your account. So, equipment enhancement UI improvements. Only the enhancement material will be displayed. Okay, I mean, that's cool. On the enhancement screen, when enhancement equipment to certain levels, conditions will add the... Okay, that's neat that it'll show you the displayed thing. So for some players, newer players, this is more of a holding your hand type thing, which is fine. It'll show you where you're getting your stat, or where your stats are going to be coming from. So that you look at this piece and go, oh, it only has 3. No, it actually will get 4, and it helps explain this to newer players. This is kind of cool. So selling equipment and extraction UI improvements. So now it'll have 2 new things. You'll be tapping confirm for this and extract for the cores. So, like I said, this one's going to be... There is no what should I do, it's what do you need more. If you want to know a general rule of thumb, probably core your right side gear, sell your left side gear more often than not, because it's not often you go for left side gear with your cores unless you're really trying to force a specific piece. Like, I really need X piece with X stats. Then I've seen people do it, but 90% of the time, you're always blowing that stuff on, you're always going after right side gear. And then there'll be a help menu available for that. All right, so now we get a side story, a letter from the heart. After his adventure in Therenhad, Roz returns to Ezra. After hearing what Roz encountered during his adventure, Aether sends letters to many people from different countries to listen to their stories and solidify alliances. The album Side Story Letter from the Heart begins now, 8:31 to 9:14. Episode 1, beat the whole thing, and you'll get after that. So it's a puzzle event. Oh god, I just saw that. It's a puzzle event, and just go rip through. You can do this thing in a day. They don't take long. The first 10-minute charges are free. Just find something that you're working on. If you're crafting gear, make them all gear crafting things and go do that. That's the fastest way to do this. Don't do anything that requires energy burns or anything like that. Just go make gear. That's the fastest way to do these. You'll be able to get an illustration when the thing's 100% complete. And then here is one of the most weird things, guys. We are celebrating year 5, and they're still releasing really weird 78 pieces. We're in year 5, and we're still getting 78 pieces. Now, look, I get it. It's free crap, and in this case, it's a free HP tank necklace that you pray doesn't roll effectiveness. As soon as that thing rolls effectiveness, I'm going to be so sad, and it gets turned into enhancement powder. Or actually, I'd probably core this, because it's a ring. Profile card, background, and stickers. Yay, new decorations for you guys to sit and spend more time in their game. Decorate your profile card using 103, according to them, cute SD stickers. Hooray! And then decorative backgrounds celebrated of Ezran Foundation Day. Hooray! You'll be able to have all of these. What in the world are those things? Those look like Weebles. I'm old. I'm that old that I remember the Weeble things where you can't knock them down where they Weeble the wobble and they can't fall down. The maximum number of layers of the profile card have been increased from 80 to 100. The newly added stickers can be purchased using Sky Stones and can be used without any limit. All right. Or without any time limit. Duplicate hero stickers cannot be placed. However, a hero and that hero's SD sticker can be placed together. Woo! All right. We're decorating good now, boys. Profile card backgrounds. You'll be given some of these backgrounds. Cool, neat, sure, whatever. Nobody cares. 2 new exclusive equipments. Oh, why? I mean, I kind of get this, but... Alright, so 5-star is Lilias. So she gets HP %. It's not bad. That's definitely one of the better ones for her. Ready, load, fire. Damage dealt to ready, load, fired by 20%. Okay, cool. That's nice. That's far enough. Her passive, when suppression is activated by that's far enough, it increases combat readiness of the caster by 20%. Follow me, charge. Recovers health of the caster when using follow me, charge. Amount recovered increased proportional to the caster's max health. All right, I already know who's using what. The guys on defense are probably using the combat readiness. No, actually, I take that back. The ones that are trying to do the Lilias Cleave are going to be using the bottom one, and then the ones that are trying to actually use her as a tank are going to be using that's far enough. So I'm now very curious how well that's going to work with somebody dropping like a 7,000 attack Senya down. I actually, you know what? Gunther might make his return because of this. All right. Dominial's getting an attack one. Actually, cool. That's nice. Let's see here. Electrocute. When the enemy is defeated with Electrocute, has a 25% chance to stun all remaining enemies by 1 turn. Okay, that's a little weird. Electric Charge. When Electric Charge... with Electric Charge's effect, increases combat readiness by an additional 2%. And then Supercharge. When... increases combat readiness by an additional 5% when using Supercharge. I guess you're probably using one of the bottom 2. I can see where somebody's going to try to do this, but typically she's a cleanup unit, so... interesting. Alrighty. And then also, just as a note, Seaside Bologna and Tempest Surin's exclusive equipments can now be crafted. Good luck, have fun. Returning user check-in event changes. All right, so they're getting new stuff. That's actually not bad for playing, but you gotta stop playing for 30 days. No, for 15 days, 16 days. You just have to stop playing for 16 days and you can get access to this. All right. So you're gonna get leaves. You're getting an 88-piece speed set. You're getting a Postage of Ascension, Molagoras, Covenant summons. You're getting an 88 counter set and a hero summon ticket. Alrighty, kids. Let's take a look at this 88 speed set. So attack speed, crit chance, effectiveness, garbage. Health, attack speed, crit chance, garbage. Health, defense, speed, effectiveness, actually good. Speed boot. Health, attack, defense, crit chance, garbage. Health, necklace, attack, defense, speed, effectiveness, garbage. Actually, you know what? That one's not horrible. Just stay on the bottom three. A health ring. Attack, defense, speed, effectiveness. Again, stay on the bottom three, and that'd be better. Okay, you guys know I have a major bone to pick whenever I see health and attack on the same stat. When there's so few units that you're gonna actually stack both of those on, and especially on a set designed with HP as their main stats. Let me tell you what that's gonna be. That's probably a Soul Weaver, or that's probably a Speed Contester. You're probably smacking crap on like that. Everything else, you're not gonna want that. Because if you're a Soul Weaver, you want that as ER on the ring. Then you're gonna want HP defense, speed, and then effectiveness is the better of the two. But me personally, I don't want effectiveness on my Soul Weavers, so I typically try to go for flat defense, flat HP. Preferably defense over HP 90% of the time, because that's normally the higher value. All right, the 88 counter set. Oh, please be good. Health, speed, crit chance, effectiveness. Not completely garbage as long as you dodge the crit chance. That's pretty cool. Health, defense, crit chance, effectiveness. Again, dodge the crit chance. That's not garbage. It's weird. Again, the chest plate, dodge the crit chance, and it's not garbage. The speed boot, health, defense, crit chance. See, now this one's again, it's almost garbage because of the crit chance. I would much rather have seen ER on this, but it doesn't matter anyway, because remember, guys, everything's just ignoring ER anymore, so they already know it. They're openly admitting it right here in these new gears. They're not giving you ER. But the necklace is actually pretty hype. If it... It's, again, dodge effectiveness, that thing's actually pretty cool. And then again, my bone to pick with rings like this is I hate attack and HP. This could have easily been defense, and I'd have said this ring's pretty fire. Dodge the literally, this one is I can only hit 2 stats on this one, or this is gonna go into the I have to make a slightly tankier attack percent unit. So you're already pretty resource heavy. This thing has to roll really good in order for it to be like really usable, because if you get a bunch of low rolls on the attack, crit chance, and crit damage, or you go into effectiveness, this thing's basically ruined, which is why trying to be a little more careful with what you're doing. If this was defense and you're hitting that defense, it's not that bad, because typically an HP user needs the defense to make their HP more valuable. So arguably out of all of these, that necklace is the best of all of these pieces. What sucks here is they shortchange you because they added effectiveness. They could have given you speed on some of these. None of these pieces have crit damage, so they, except for the necklace, so that and the ring. So that instantly takes out your entire right side set of gear for damage dealing counter units. If it doesn't have crit damage on it and crit chance, that piece is already garbage anyway, because you're already fighting for so many stats on counter units. But there's going to be somebody in the comment who's going to come out with their little keyboard warrior and try to say, no, these stats are so great. Oh my god, if it rolls, no. And gear rolling, for gear rolling 101, guys, you want a little more specific stats. These would be godly if all these had crit damage on it. Like, seriously. This would be amazing for all sorts of HP counter units if effectiveness was crit damage on every single one of those pieces. Oh my gosh. That would be a wet dream. All right. moving on. Hey, to the person who could actually have used this set if it didn't have all the weirdness of effectiveness, Rowana is going to be your drop rate up. Probably arguably one of the best Guild War units out there right now because everybody wants to run Shu, Lilias, and Senya. Guys, seriously. Let them activate their Senya. Use the S1 on Rowana. It's a win. The people who fail this don't know how to use Rowana. Always attack Senya with Rowana. And it's a free win. Seriously. It's freaking amazing. So, great unit. Definitely go look at her. But you just came out of 2 summer limited units. You probably simped and bought something else here recently. I don't even know. Oh yeah, the collabs. You probably blown all your stuff there, so you can't actually get a unit that actually does you something because you spent it all summoning for the Guilty Gear units that have no value anymore. And then immediately after that, you're like, oh my god, Rim is so amazing, and then you blew the rest of whatever your other kidney, and now you're down to whatever organs you can live off of to sell to summon whatever next thing comes. But the good news is Rowana, you can get in any custom group summon, and yeah, you can get her at any point in time through the side story summon, so skip. Now, as much as I am a Crow simp, I would love to go do this, but I don't have nearly the stuff to get a max Holy Sacrifice, so I'm going to be skipping this. As much as I would love to triple S my Crow, I'm going to have to skip. And then these will both be available from 8/31 to 9/7. Shocked they actually aren't doing a custom group summon. I mean, it would really make people mad, but I'm shocked that they're not doing that just to add insult to injury at this point. You know, could have been just an anniversary. Here you go. Here's a custom group summon. Have fun. Summon whatever you want for 2 weeks. Could have done that, but whatever. And again, it was if you wanted to summon. It doesn't mean you have to summon every time it shows up. Just if you wanted to summon, here you go. Pick 3 units, have fun, go forth, prosper, whatever. Coin shop item list renewal will be available on 9/1. It will be Kairon, Violet, and the dad of all dads, Charles. And then Galaxy coin shop will be Sage Vivian, Little Queen Charlotte, and Maid Chloe. Interesting. All right, other improvements and adjustments. Oh gosh, this is a long video already. Ezran Day Foundation. We're gonna get artwork for it, I'm assuming. Sound Asleep in the Forest illustration. 7 days login. Yeah, sure, okay. Artifact bonus. Acquire 4-star artifact bonus season Ezra Foundation. Yeah, we've already seen that in the thing. Y'all can go check it out. New packs, Lucky Week Dash Pack will be available, probably like $9. Growth Pack, this is probably like $30. Heroes and Artifacts recommend current tag, they're updating that. The High Definition Media Pack for 5-star Benny Mario skills used, same as the normal pack. Jacko Skill 2 Combat Readiness and 2 decimal points will be fixed. Burn related to highlight was not omitted by Araminta and Inferno Kawazu. The injury effect related to injuries was not highlighted in white on Ilyanov will be fixed. Okay. Narrative directions of some stories and 0 defects. Cities Act 1 through 6 will, or 6 acts. Season 1 Acts 6 and 7 will be changed. Relationship with 5-star Melissa will be updated as you progress through the story. Battle your Epic 7 Spotify that nobody cares about is getting some more songs, and that seems to be issue where number sleep zone collaboration. Not sure what that is. So yeah, that's an update patch. So I'm sorry guys, this one's bugging the heck out of me. This is probably one of the few things that is horrifically crossing so many lines in this game. And honestly, I hope the game crashes and burns because of stuff like this. This opens up so many doors that cannot be walked back from easily. And it's a 4-star unit. They're letting do all this stuff. This just shows you the direction they're going to be going into, which the game's content's no longer about. I have 4 cool heroes that all do unique individual things. It's now about a 3D chessboard of what all these extra turn skill stuff does. And I get it. You're trying to come up with new ways to improve and come up with cool things. That's great. I want to see new unique ideas. But I'm pretty sure the last 3 new units all had extra turns in their kit. Let me just... Y'all can't see it, but let me pull up Luluka, because I'm pretty sure hers had an extra turn into it. No, okay. I don't see it. When an enemy uses focus, unless it comes through the enhancement, I don't think she has an extra turn. Okay, so Levy had an extra turn, and you have Veronica getting an extra turn, but let's be real. They're throwing those extra turns out way too frivolously now. It's either in a soul burn or somewhere. That's one of your major problems of the game. People don't really want to admit that, but that's one of the major issues. But I'm sorry. You guys need to put your foot down and say enough is enough on ignore effect resistance. But I don't know how many of you actually have the balls to do it anymore, because they're in Super Creative's hands. You don't own them anymore. They are in their hands, and you can't tell them no. You cannot say that's not cool. Again, I get it. Trust me, I even get the lore of this. That the idea is the vampires should always be immortal because they technically can't die. She's a vampire hunter, so she needs to be able to kill them. Yeah, but it's about everything else that uses that same tech. And it's the slap in the face that it ignores effect resistance. So even if you were to get greedy and try to go super high ER on some of those units, she's just gonna say, nah. Which would technically be the thing that the game was founded on. You know, the 15% was always your saving grace. You know, they had to build the effectiveness to do it, which was obviously easy to do. But this is a open case of I do way too much as a unit. Like I said, let's rehash this one last time just to reiterate this. She's a speed imprint unit. So she'll have a speed imprint. I don't know if it's for all or for part. I can't tell. I think that's all, judging by the icon. She dispels 2 buffs that can be ignored by F-Res with a soul burn. So she can definitely get rid of 2 buffs. Guaranteed. She will defense break you. And she'll land 2 bombs. Now, because you... a critical hit will grant her the extra turn. Now, if you happen to have an immortality unit, or you bring up a unit, say like Spirit Isolene, who has nothing to do with the vampires, who will bring units back with immortality, she immediately just dispels that and gone. Gone. And it ignores effect resistance. So... Oh yeah, and then she can also blow up her own bombs because she got the extra turn. Yeah, she does too much. And this is just set up for what they show you right here. They have zero care about balance in the game. They're going to create a whole new balance to try to fight this power creep that they've created. And it all started with one unit. Ran. It technically should have started with Summer Asaria, But it walked in once RAN once RAN got released and enabled Summer Assyria, all that started spiraling out of control. Go back and look. Now, sure, it was a dumpster fire in other directions, but that's really when it really started spooling up. Go back and watch. That's when things really got out of hand. So what we're going to do for the video is, it's already 45 minutes long. Twitch chat is going to get their chance to answer their questions on stream in just a second. YouTube, you can go into the comments and we'll hit you up there. I'm not going to string this out any longer. So thank you guys for watching. Take care. I'll see you guys in the next one.